Oh my god, it's here, it's here. So exciting. The package has arrived, the package has arrived. I've been waiting for this for far too long. I mean, wow. Yes. My new Insta360 1R vlogging camera is finally here. At least the guy downstairs is to be believed, because he said that FedEx came and that's the one that I've been looking for. So this might be really the last day that I'm filming with my GoPro and my vlogging camera, because the replacement is here and is going to be a new generation of creativity for my channel. Express, hi Kuya. Oh, hi Nako. That was a false alarm. I guess I'll be waiting for the right delivery soon. Should be happening later today, and I'll make sure to show you how that goes down. Alright, seems like this time it's not a false alarm. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, and this is the second go that I'm having at running downstairs to pick up my package, and this time it's not a false alarm. Got a confirmation that it's actually FedEx with my package that I've been waiting for. The Insta360 1R is finally here, waiting for me downstairs. Alright, this better be it. Hello. FedEx better be here. Is that it? Oh, there we go. Here's my FedEx. Yes, it's here! This is the package that I've been waiting for. Thank you so much. This is the replacement to this camera right here. My vlogging camera. Nice. Yeah, you can see the Insta360 logo right there. There it is. That's the one. I can't wait to go upstairs and open this thing up. Well, alright then. Today's the day. This is the official moment I get to unbox this Insta360 1R. This is the day that the GoPro Hero 7 will officially be retired as my main vlogging camera, and this one right here is going to be the new one. So let's do this box opening and see what's inside, huh? Alright then, I don't have a very proper box opening knife, so this will have to do. And hopefully it's not packaged too tightly, but looks like it should be alright. Alright. Oh, that was pretty easy. Okay, what do we have here? Selfie stick. Actually, I already got one of these, so this spare one. It's really nice, actually. It's really long and very sturdy, and also it's very light. So carrying this thing around should be pretty easy. And when I'm shooting a video with a 360 module, the selfie stick should be completely invisible, which is really cool, of course. So it looks like the camera is just floating. And here is the camera itself. Nice little tight package. Insta360 1R Twin Edition with interchangeable lenses. Now this one, as I'm sure you already are familiar, comes with two separate lenses that are interchangeable. The 4K ultra wide lens, which is comparable to what I have now on the GoPro Hero 7, and the second one, which is a 360 module, and that one will be replacing my GoPro Fusion 360 camera that I've been using for some time. Except this one is not very comparable because it's actually a lot better. Alright. Not a good start, but there were screen protectors on here, plastic ones, so that's good. Wow, this thing just fell out. Yeah, I've seen before in other reviewers that this box is really tight, and so it is. Okay, so here's the main camera module with a 4K ultra wide lens and the battery base. So this attaches at the bottom, just like so. And here's the camera. Wow, it's already turning on. Alright, let's see what this says. There's of course the setup and English. That's not the one. Alright, I think I turned it off. Let's try that again.
maybe I have to do it on the screen itself, like a touch screen. Install the Insta360 One R app and connect camera to activate. All right, let me do that and I'll get back to you when that's done. And so while that's installing on my phone, let's see what else is in the box. Inside, there's this compartment here. Wow, it's all packaged so tightly. We're trying to save the space. Sounds like my camera turned off automatically. There's a timeout period. Oh, everything about it is so tight. There's the USB Type-C cable. I like how they're using the USB Type-C and not micro USB. I mean, come on, it's already 2020. About time that we're moving to the current generation of technology, right? Booklet. Another booklet with some instructions, manual. Chuck this to the side for now, unless we need it for later. Little carrying pouch. No, it's not. It's a cloth to wipe the lenses on the screen. Seems like very good quality material with the Insta360 logo. Arashi Vision Company Limited. All right. And inside this pouch, what do we have? We have the cradle for the camera. It looks very similar to the one that comes with the GoPro, only slightly bigger, and seems like it has the same mount that the GoPro has, which means that all of my existing mounts and the tripod for the GoPro that I'm keeping is going to be compatible, which is really useful. Let's see how this comes out. All right. And then the camera just slides in like so. Oh, the other way. Interesting. So it's I wanted to differentiate a little bit from the way that the GoPro works, because in the GoPro the opening is actually in the back, not in the front, but they want it to be a little different so that they don't seem like they're 100% ripoff of the GoPro. Snaps right in. Okay, good. And there's also the lens protector for the 360 module and a mount that's in this pouch here. Ooh, okay. This is the mount that goes on top of the selfie stick, because the selfie stick has this universal screw mount, but in order to attach this housing, you have to have this one sitting on top of it. I actually have a couple of these already that I ordered off of Lazada earlier, so that you can attach the camera onto the selfie stick like that. It works very much just like the GoPro mount. So I'm already very much familiar with how this works. And yeah, this looks pretty good. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a protector for the 4K lens, which I'll have to get separately. There's just, you know, the plastic cover, which I'm going to keep on for now. I always tend to keep those on until I actually start using it, and once I'm sure that everything is fine and works the way it should. So this protector is for the 360 lens. Since there are two lenses that are sticking out on each side, it's important to be able to protect it properly. All right, let's see how my app is doing. And wow, it's still downloading, seriously. It's a 213 megabyte download, by the way, on the Android version. So it's still downloading, and once it's installed and set up, I'll continue the video from there. All right, well, the initial setup is done, and much like a lot of other reviewers are saying, it does take a long time to set it all up initially. The setup process on the Android phone did take a long time, and to even hook up the phone to the camera, that was not easy. To figure out what the SSID code is to connect through Wi-Fi, and the linking process, I don't know, it could have been done a little bit easier, I guess, but that is only the initial step, which has to be done only once, obviously. So honestly, it's not even that big of a deal, as long as you can get it hooked up eventually, which I did. I mean, it took me less than an hour, but it's finally hooked up. So one thing that's interesting about this camera that I mentioned before is that it is compatible with GoPro accessories. So this is actually my GoPro stick that I've been using before, and see, this camera fits here just fine. So one thing that I do like about it is that it has a screen in the front, which is really cool. And for a vlogger like me, this is pretty awesome. What is not so awesome though is quality of the screen is not that great because it's so small. Not only is it hard to read because of the size, but also because the screen itself is just not nearly as good. Well, I'm done setting up the camera on my phone. The software installation did take a while, and as far as other reviewers are talking about it, yes, it is more cumbersome and it's more difficult than it really should be. But this camera is now set up on my phone and I'm ready to go. The thing is, unlike some people that like to do their editing on my phone, I prefer using my computer for that. This camera is actually shooting in a proprietary format. If you want to have smooth, stabilized video, then it'll be shooting in proprietary INSV format, which means that no program besides Adobe Premiere and besides Insta360's own program, they're not going to understand this. So if you're using a video editing program like the one that I'm using, which is Movavi, you're going to have to convert it to a format that your program will actually be able to understand first. And if you're using the Insta360 program, then that takes a really long time. I will give you more details later in future updates on how long that takes, but a 1-minute video under highest settings, under the H.265 compression format, it was taking me hours and hours to convert a 1-minute video into an MPG video file. So that was just kind of ridiculous. Now let's take a comparison video of how the two perform. And for the sake of transparency, I've been typically using this lapel microphone for the audio, but since I want to see how these two cameras actually perform, the GoPro that I'm shooting on now and the Insta360 that you're seeing here, we will see the audio working from the camera itself. So I'm disconnecting this lapel microphone, and from now on you'll be hearing only the sounds that are coming out from the devices that I'm shooting on. I'm just sitting here on my balcony right now. It's a pretty bright, well-lit environment, and I haven't seen myself what the result is, but from my understanding it should be quite similar. The one thing that I really love about the Insta360 is the ability to be able to see and frame exactly what I'm shooting, because of the screen here on the front of the Insta360, you can get to frame your shots much better because you can rotate the screen to be facing either back or forward. And being a vlogger like myself, it is very helpful to be able to shoot with the screen facing forward, so that I can see actually not just my face but also what's around me and have an idea of what's going on over here without having to look sweaty to make sure that the shot is framed right. So it's very convenient actually to be able to do that. And here you see some of the comparison in the video department and the audio department. Yep, this GoPro Hero 7 and I have had a lot of good times over the past year. Made a lot of really cool videos with it, and I'm certainly going to miss it, but it seems like I'm going to be switching to this new camera, and this one is going to greener pastures, as they say, or it's simply going to be going to a different person, and hopefully I'm going to be making some cool videos with him. More on that later, but in the meantime, I'm going to be signing off with this camera. This is one of the last times that I'm using it, and yeah, GoPro, I definitely am going to miss you. It's a sleeker, more solid design than the Insta360. The GoPro is a single piece unit, while the Insta360 1R is a modular design with swappable parts, so it's really difficult to compare. It's kind of, you know, there's some pros, some cons. You just have to take it for what it is. If you're simply looking for a camera that can do one thing and one thing well, then the GoPro is your best bet. But if you're looking for different options and different functionalities out of your camera to be able to upgrade to different modules later in the future, like the 1-inch sensor mod that I might be getting, I don't know when, but that's something that's going to be somewhere on the horizon, then the 1R is definitely my camera of choice. There'll be more fun, cool videos. There'll be more review videos coming up. I'm going to be making a review video of my scooter eventually. love this thing. See, I have the GoPro Heritage with the Instant 360 line. So I would really like to get some of your feedback to know how you feel about the 2 video sets that I've been making with the GoPro and with the 1R, to tell me how you feel about the switch that I'm making, because the visual quality is going to be having a shift, for better or worse, but this is the direction that my channel is going to be going into. So for now, I'm going to be signing off. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and there will be more videos coming at you from the Time-Lapse Traveler.